Hey guys, it's me, it's Michael B. In case you can't tell, I'm somehow still under the weather. Made a stupid post on Twitter this morning where I said, I think I'm turning the corner. Fell asleep for a little nap after supper tonight and woke up feeling like this. Oh my god. My throat is actually absolutely on fire. I'm in so much pain, it's not even funny, so I apologize, guys. I will try my best to stick it out and do good tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. It's me, it's Sick Michael B, and tonight we're going to be talking all about Black Friday Fomo, because I don't know how you guys have been feeling lately, but I've been feeling a lot of pressure because I love home arcade products. I love Arcade1Up. But what really gets to me is when there's an opportunity for a deal. If I can save a couple bucks on them, then it becomes absolutely irresistible. And there are some pretty decent deals out there right now for Black Friday for some cabs I already have that I think you should possibly be looking at. And there's some deals here for cabs that I don't have that is driving me nuts on whether or not I should pick them up. Anyways, we'll talk about all this tonight on Chillin' Chat with Michael B. Oh my god, guys, I apologize. Oh, Dan Z, I don't still have paw, hoof, and mouth sickness. I went right from hand, foot, and mouth to COVID to I think I have an ear infection now. Or if, I don't know. I don't know anymore, man. I'm in so much agony, it's not even funny. The best I felt in a long, long time, my mom actually did up a boiler of soup. I don't know if that's a Newfoundland term, if you guys are familiar with it, but she did up a big pot of soup, and it was this homemade chicken noodle soup, and it was absolutely incredible, and I felt awesome after having it. So, yeah, I know I still have the sticker under the bill of my hat. I know. I need whiskey. Whiskey might help. Anyways, guys. Okay, the real question is that you singing your opening song? No, I wish I had that kind of talent. I don't, but thank you very much, Long and Low. X-Men deal is really tempting. I'm going to tell you, I probably haven't seen the X-Men deal, but I want to go over some of the deals. Oh, thanks, Dan Z. I really appreciate that. I want to go over some of the deals, but before we get started, I want to say hello to the people that are here. I got Thor KC, Alfred Berger, Octoman's PC, Andy's Game Room, Music Mike, Bobby Timpson, Rody8105, Soxcade, Koja Jangles, Goofy Foot, JJ, Will You Cave? Yeah, I know I'll cave. We got a super chat here from Console Fanboy. Sorry, real quick, did anyone in the chat see an article that stated Blitz will be online for Thanksgiving? I saw it on Twitter but can't find it. I didn't see that, Console Fanboy. That'd be great if it was. Good for the people out there. Chris Zeke says, hi Mike B, you're a mess, man. And thanks for the super chat, Zohar. P-Dubs Arcade Loft says it was KOD controlling. Mike George says the not foolproof for killing colds. I'll have to try it. 2 hours of Dr. Mario and call me in the morning. That'd be great. Papa Arcade. Who else do we got here? I kind of jumped ahead a little bit. Marty McFly. Biggie D's Arcade. So many G's there. I saw my buddy earlier, Sterling Hall. He caved and ordered NFL Blitz. There's a really good deal out there. Scott Lee. Stupid Fat Hobbit. Bob Oif. Bob, what's going on, brother? Mr. Dad. And Moto Steve, Jason M, Tim's Basement Arcade, Console Fanboy. I think we got everybody, guys. If I missed anybody, I'm very sorry. Mike from Bensonhurst. There it is. I picked up Simpsons for $2.99. All right, let's get started. So I want to talk about some of the deals. If you haven't seen them yet, the big deals that everybody's kind of been going over nuts about have been the deals through Amazon, different distributors. I'm sure every YouTuber in the world has shared them with their Amazon affiliate links, including myself. But if you haven't seen them yet, let's take a look at those right now. So guys, first up, we've got the Terminator 2 arcade machine. Visit the Arcade1Up store, Terminator 2 for $299.99. You save $400. This was a premium priced arcade cabinet at $699. Holy shit, this was $699. I paid $849 for it here in Canada. You can save $400 right now in the US and pick it up for $299. Now, we did a show Friday night on my channel because Super Game Room Dudes was canceled for the night because P-Dubs was sick and I was sick and I was stupid enough to still do a show anyways. But anyways, we talked about it and they said, are they clearancing these cabinets? And the thing is, they're not clearancing the cabinets. They've already ran Terminator 2 sales to death at $399. They had sold everything they were going to sell at $399, so it was time to jack it up to $299. I will tell you, $299 is an incredible price for this cabinet. The height, the build quality. I love Terminator 2. Truth be told, it's not 100% arcade accurate. I mean, the guns are Sinden light gun technology, so point and shoot, as opposed to the one that was originally connected. It was more like a mouse. A potentiometer was in the gun. It's not the exact same as the arcade experience, but it's a version of it, and the closest we're going to get from Arcade1Up. There's also some issues with the emulation that people have brought up about sounds not happening at the right time. I think there might be some kind of screen filtering going on, which drives me nuts, but still, awesome arcade. The big problem with it is one game, but there might be some help coming in the near future. There's been rumors about a mystery encoder hack that may happen with this cabinet eventually, and if you can add extra games to it, this one becomes an immediate must-have. The art is cool. It's a cool cabinet, and picking it up for $299 certainly softens the blow on that. I will tell you, people have been interested. My Terminator 2 review over the course of the past month has had over 4,000 new unique views, with people still considering buying this cabinet. So it's out there. People want it. It's just they didn't want to pay that premium price. Now's the opportunity to get it if you're interested. The one thing that's funny, though, I don't know who said it to me, but they were making fun of it. Originally, it was supposed to be $700. There's only 7 stages. They were like, think about it. It's $100 a stage. So I found that really funny. Also, make sure you have dual guns out for the helicopter chase scene, because you were going to need them. Moving on, we've got Arcade1Up Ridge Racer. Much like Terminator 2, this one is also on sale for $299. Exact same reason. They've run the gambit trying to sell this for $399. They've got everybody they're going to get. $299 is the opportunity to get this, and this may be a lot more interesting for Terminator 2. Of the 2 driving games they've released so far, I can't believe I'm saying this, but this is the better one. I was a little alienated at first because I didn't really feel that it was an arcade game. I felt more that I resonated with Ridge Racer from the PlayStation. But when I got it home, played the experience, this is the game more like the games I wanted to see. More like Daytona, more like Rush, more like Cruising. Ridge Racer was a fun experience. The emulation on it's really good. The driving experience on it's really good. There's some force feedback in the wheel. It's very slight, but it's still there. Good experience. The design is really cool. The only downside of it, of course, is the pedals are kind of cheap and not very good, which was the same problem with Outrun. It didn't get any better with this one, but for $299, I think this is an absolute steal. If you're looking for a good review on it, I have this cabinet. I still haven't done a review on it. I bought it just to play it. I may eventually do something with a review, but if you're looking for a good review, P-Dubs Arcade Loft did an excellent review on Ridge Racer. Go check it out, and then you can make your decision. And then last up for the Amazon deals that we're going to talk about is The Simpsons is up right now for $2.99. Now, you're probably saying, not that big a deal. Simpsons has been $1.99 in Walmart forever. Some have even seen it down for $100. This is the one that comes with the branded stool and the tin sign. So if you're missing out on a Simpsons tin sign, now's the time to get it. So $2.99, you can get your Simpsons cabinet. I've reviewed The Simpsons. Go check it out. And if you guys are interested in picking up any of these deals, you can go check the description to this video where you will find my Amazon affiliate links, and I can start getting the pennies and dollars that come with your purchases if you decide to buy them. So all those are found down below. There's other deals out there in the US that I haven't seen yet, and we don't know about the final Black Friday deals from the States, but this has been crazy. One of the biggest ones out early, and we just talked about this deal. Hold on, let me get this off screen here, guys. We just talked about this deal a couple minutes ago. Was Blitz, the online's still not out there. People have been upset about it, and that cabinet has actually already been discounted and on sale once before, a slight discount, I think something like $70. Well, just there a couple days ago, it was the deal of the day, November 17th, where you could pick up NFL Blitz from Arcade1Up for $4.79 US. And I would imagine as we come closer to Black Friday, we'll see another deal like this. So keep your eyes out on Amazon, on Best Buy, on Walmart, other retailers. I anticipate another sale in the US. If you missed out on it, you want Blitz, even though you know the online's not currently working and there's other issues with the cabinet, like for the fact they don't have the original art there. I still don't understand that. And the marquee is really shitty. $4.79 US, close to that $3.99 price point where these arcades should be at. So if you're interested, go check it out. Not available right now, but we'll see where it's there. So, okay, guys, I'm just going to catch up with you for a quick second before I get into what's giving me a ton of FOMO and see if there's anything you guys are interested in. There we go. Long and Low says, just got an email from Arcade One Direct that Dragon's Lair is on sale for $100 off. Yeah, that's... Sorry, guys, for the cough. Yeah, I gotta say, I got my Dragon's Lair about a month and a half ago. I still haven't done my review. I'm sorry about that, guys. I've been sick for like a month straight, so hopefully I'll get something out there soon. Console Fanboy, $1.99 Super Chat. Do you think T2 will be $1.99 this Friday? I don't think T2 will be $1.99 this Friday. I don't agree with the theory that they are just absolutely clearancing these. I think it's just a sale. They've all done the $3.99 sale twice. So now they're doing $2.99. I don't think it's a clearance type situation. But thank you for the Super Chat, Zohar. I appreciate it, brother. Mike Huckhurt says, I didn't believe it until I saw it in person at Costco. The Blitz marquee is total dog shit. I agree with that. I saw it in person very early on, but it's one of those things with Arcade1Up marquees. When someone takes a picture of a video of it, it doesn't give you a true representation of what the marquee looks like in person. It's really hard to tell until you see it yourself, and yeah. Bob Wife says, I proudly jumped on the T2 sale and it arrived on my wife's B-Day. Oh, well, that sucks. But at the same time, I bet your kids love it, Bob. I know, Matt Asher Gaming, I don't have to apologize for being sick. I just feel so bad, man. It's been so long, guys. It's been killing me. It's already $2.99 plus $90 Kohl Cash, so close to $200. Mike Hockhurts with a great comment. Got to get that Kohl's Cash. I need TMNT for $2.99. Yeah, that's another one. When we go over the Canadian sales, it is on sale, but it's not down to a point where I buy it. I want to play T2 on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles online with people, but I just can't get the sale to the point I want. Matt Asher Gaming, I bought T2, $2.99. It arrives Friday. Sorry I'm late. Was moving furniture, trying to make room for Ridge Racer and a mystery cab. Good work, Mike Hockerts. I'm constantly playing Tetris down in the basement, trying to make everything work. I'm completely out of room at this point now, so that's leading to a lot of my decisions of what I'm doing here for Black Friday, so we'll talk about that in a minute. X-Men on sale? I don't know. I think it might be on sale. I don't have access to all the U.S. sites, but apparently X-Men's on sale as well. If it is, I got a feeling we'll never see another release of X-Men from Arcade1Up, so you might want to consider jumping on that. Stupid Fat Hobbit says, all these sales, I say faux no, wait for CES 2023, then go back and pick up the sales. They will still be there. Where's the Tempest sale? You're about a year late for the Tempest sale, Jay Cuts. I think they've finally given up on clearancing out those last year's legacies. We're on to this year's legacies now. X-Men $3.99 at RC Wiley, so we've got another sale, guys, for you to go check it out. Yeah, and Mike Hockerts, that's a great point, too. If only there was a soft mod for T2, would be a no-brainer if you can add some more games and take advantage of that sitting in tech. Chris Langlois, 93, Cyber Monday, at Games Legends, and Buck Hunter. Come on down, I'll grab both. If Buck Hunter goes for the right price, like, it's still $7.99. Cheapest I saw it go on sale was like $6.99. I'd consider Buck Hunter at the right price. Like, if it's $4.99 Canadian, no-brainer. Maybe even $5.99 Canadian, I don't know. I also know that they're probably going to be doing Buck Hunter in an XL pretty soon, and I might wait for that. Lemon Lime Gatorade, Guyaraga 88. Sorry. JT Brumwick says Tempest is still on sale for $1.99 at Walmart. No riser and no light up marquee either with that one, unfortunately. Oh, man, I never should have took that nap, guys. I woke up so sick afterwards. I am so very, very sorry. So I want to move on now and start talking about... Sorry, guys. Oh, I want to move on now and start talking about... So you might not be as interested in this, but what's going on here in Canada where I can actually pick up on some Black Friday sales. Now, what you guys don't know about me is I'm actually a pretty big console gamer too. I recently got into Steam. I picked up a Steam Deck. I've been getting a lot of games that way, but I don't buy a lot of my games throughout the year. That's how I afford to buy like all the Arcade1Up stuff. And usually I'll wait till Black Friday and Boxing Day and I load up on games and that's what I'll play throughout the year. So I'm always a little bit later on my console releases. Like it has to be something really exciting for me to buy it new. So mainly that's what I've been looking at so far for Black Friday. So let me just show you this one. I've been going to GameStop Canada. And sadly enough, GameStop is the best place to go for video games in Canada right now, other than Amazon. So this is what I've been doing. I picked up a bunch of stuff. So I got Last of Us Part 1. This is the third time I bought this game. I had it on PS3. I bought the remastered version on PS4 when it was on Greatest Hits, so I didn't pay a lot of money for it. And I finally caved and bought this remastered version for PlayStation 5. So I'll get into this after Christmas, hopefully, if I can find some time. Now, this one I'm really excited about. I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to show you... Oh, you guys can't even see my screen. I'm losing it. I'm sorry, guys. 1 second. So I'm just showing you the GameStop flyer here now. I bought Last of Us Part 1. And I want to move down. I actually picked up Star Ocean. I'm a big Japanese RPG fan. I know that they don't do traditional turn-based Japanese RPG or even the old Star Ocean action RPG format anymore. But I bought Star Ocean, the new Star Ocean game. Now, this only came out like 3 weeks ago. And it was supposed to be $15 off at $64.99. I went in the morning that... Black Friday sale started here in Canada, which was last Friday, and I pulled this game up on the site because I wanted to buy it and make sure I could pick it up in store. When I did, it was $15 off, $64.99, plus an additional $40 off. There was some kind of glitch, so I actually only paid $24.99 for this brand new game. I felt terrible, but I mean, I can't be held accountable for the glitch. So if you go into it now, it no longer shows up. So they caught the glitch, or they're sold out, or whatever it is, but you can no longer even bring the game up to buy from the Black Friday sale. Moving down, I also did something for my wife the day before. I already had an Xbox Series X. I know this is the height of too muchery, but my wife actually really likes playing Game Pass. Like, she plays Jurassic Park, Evolution 2, and right now she's playing Dreamlight Valley, Let's Build a Zoo. There's some other stuff on there too she might get into, Stardew Valley. So she likes Xbox, but she doesn't like coming in trying to get in through my configuration to play it. So this sale went on for, basically $70 off for the Xbox Series S here in Canada. I bought her own Xbox. And she's been nonstop playing Disney Dreamlight Valley. If anybody else is playing it, or if their wives are playing it, you can help me out with something. Today, she called me in a panic because she lost her recipe book out of the inventory manual, and we can't read anything online. If this is normal, you lose the recipe books after you go through the recipes that are there, after you learn them all, or what the hell's going on. But if anybody else is playing this, and you know what I'm talking about, hit me up and tell me what's going on. Also, moving on, guys, I won't be too long with this. I picked up Quarry a couple weeks ago. I could have saved a couple bucks by waiting. I picked up Final Fantasy, Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origins, so I'm excited to play through that. That was on for $34.99. Great price. It really bolstered my PS5 library. And also, Valkyrie Elysium, old Valkyrie profile fans, this is the... direction the series is going in. This might be the last release, actually. But I picked up Valkyrie Elysium as well, so I really got my PlayStation 5 library up and jumping, and I picked up a lot of Square Enix games for me to play. Now, before I go, there is one other thing I wanted to show you guys that I also picked up, because I'm a giant man baby. And I also picked up the AEW Action Ring, and I picked up the AEW pop-up entrance ramp, and I will tell you, I'm a 42-year-old man that did not buy these to collect. I am going to play these with my kids. I used to love wrestling toys when I was a kid. And, like, of course, I had the ring growing up, and I had the blue rubber cage, the blue cage that went around the ring for the old LJ and Superstars. But I couldn't even imagine having something like an entrance ramp and stuff like that. I think that's so cool. So I'm looking forward to playing with those. My family's bought me, like, a bunch of the AEW Jazzwares wrestlers, so I'm going to play with that. I know I'm a giant child. I get it. So that's what I did buy, but here's what I didn't buy, and this is what I want to show you now. So here in Canada, we got a bunch of sales going on. I did a video about the Black Friday sales that are going on here. So for anybody out there, if you're Canadian, you haven't seen these yet, we've got Terminator 2, $649.95, not exactly $299. Stools are down to $79.95. Believe it or not, that's a sale here. And here's the one I was talking about, TMNT, which is usually $829, I think, is on sale for $699.95. If this got down to $599, I would have considered it, even though I already have the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the official Arcade1Up marquee. Simpsons for $5.99. It was actually lower last week, which is the funny thing. It was on for $4.99 for a while last week. So Simpsons, they're having problems clearancing those out here in Canada as well. I don't know. I think the bad reviews, especially with the control panel configuration, maybe really hurt that one. Then we've got Yoga Flame for $499.95. And this one I've been struggling with because I already have Big Blue. I think Big Blue's a really good Arcade1Up cabinet. Still plan on doing a review, even though I haven't done one yet. I'm going to do that 1 year later, the final word. And when I do, like, it's got a great game lineup. It's fun. I can play the main Street Fighter games online. The only problem, of course, is the control panel's really low and on an angle. It's not exactly ergonomically comfortable, and you have to place it in the arcade in a very specific position where you're not hitting other cabinets, especially if you got everything crammed together like I do. So I've been toying with the idea of getting this, and especially after watching my buddy Justin Console Kit's awesome review he did of this, it really makes me struggle. I don't want this cabinet because I will show you, like, one of the things that absolutely drives me nuts. Is this ever going to load? Come on, guys. Here, we're doing a live show here. Come on. I absolutely hate the art. I don't like it. I know that it's a custom design and that, a lot of these Street Fighter cabinets were just conversion cabs, so there was no dedicated art, but man, I hate this. I refuse to buy an Arcade1Up product with this custom art on it. If you like it, very cool, because it is cool. To me, it just looks like pizza. Pizza the Hut. So, Yoga Flame, it's out there for $4.99. What a great deal for this cabinet. It's got a BOE monitor, excellent games list. From everything I hear, the games all perform great. The online is really good. It's just, man, that art is killing me. Otherwise, I would be more interested. But $4.99 is a great price, so I've been back and forth on that one. And, of course, the other big one that we're going to get down to here now, all the legacy cabs are on sale for $499.95, but, of course, most of them had that shitty screen, so it's not even a point of consideration. But the other one I'm having a really hard time with is Blitz. Now, Blitz, for the exact same reason as Yoga Flame, I don't want to get, because it doesn't pay any homage to the original arcade. They decided to, and I'm fascinated by this, they decided to go with this wacky custom artwork that I guess represents the new game that they're delivering. I don't like that, and of course the online issues, but it's $200 off. This cabinet just got here to Canada like a week ago. It's automatically $200 off, so I've been struggling back and forth. I know the problems with the cabinet, but I also know how much fun I had playing with my friends when we were in Chicago that weekend when it first came out, and if the online ever works and works well, I'm going to be sad if I miss out on that experience of playing with my buds, playing Blitz online. So, that's why I'm considering it, but I'm considering it for a future promise at a price. This ends Wednesday, November 23rd, so not a lot of time to make up your mind on this one, but $5.99 for Blitz, and this is the one I've been having the most problem with, to be honest. Even though it's got all the issues, even though I said I wouldn't buy it, $200 off, that's where the FOMO really kicks in for me and is absolutely killing me. So, before we get into too much more discussion about that, I want to go down and show you some of the other deals. You got $4.99 Class of 1981 Miss Pac-Man and Galaga. Man, if this was just a Miss Pac-Man art, I would replace my Miss Pac-Man cabinet in a minute. I hate the crisscross art that they did here. I know why they did it. I'm glad that people like it. Apparently the cab is awesome, but man, it just kills me. My Miss Pac-Man right now is actually a little bit kind of useless because the only game that's on it that's not on my Bandai Namco Legacy cab is in fact Miss Pac-Man. So it'd be great to get something that added a little extra value into the arcade, but at least the art on Miss Pac-Man is accurate, and I'm happy with that. Mortal Kombat, for anybody who hasn't got one, I've got a review up. The screen sucks. It's only good from certain angles, but you playing directly in front of it. It's got a good picture, and you can enjoy it. $4.99 certainly makes that an easier jump. And then we've got the cab I just reviewed, the Shaq NBA Jam XL cabinet, and I love the form factor on the XLs. I love the build of this cabinet. Again, same screen issues as Mortal Kombat, but if you can see past that, it's a pretty amazing cabinet. Killer Instinct, also on sale, $649.95. I went into the Brick there the other day. They are packed with these. They are everywhere. There's about 10 boxes of Killer Instinct and 10 boxes of Terminator 2 on the floor. No other cabinets. I think price point just killed this cabinet, and also the fact that there was a Pro coming out later. Most people were just willing to wait for that. I've got a Pro coming. That's why I sold my Killer Instinct. Still a really good cabinet, but Pro's coming. And then the Golden Tee 3D Legacy, $699.95. The screen on this one is a lot more slanted. It's the same screen on the NBA Jam, but where it's more slanted, you do notice the discolorization and darkening a lot more, especially if you're low to the screen. So like if you try to sit on a stool and play this, the screen looks like shit. I stand and it's okay. And that's about it, guys. We got Centipede. Of course, god damn it, the horizontal monitor and the crappy monitor, but the cab itself is beautiful. It sucks that they screwed that up. And then there's a small sale on Attack from Mars Pinball for $899.95. Now, I have heard rumors that we're going to get some other sales coming up this week. Maybe Marvel vs. Capcom 2 pop down to $699.95 here in Canada, and maybe Dragon's Lair will pop on sale for a little bit too. And I'm always eyeing Buck Hunter. Always, always. Now, the other thing I want to show you guys from the Brick, which is kind of surprising, and this is going to be a little bit stinging for some of my American friends here, but Toy Shock is on sale here in Canada right now. This can't be the only ones there. Well, they're only showing 4 results right now. Maybe the Haunted House sold out, but right now you've got the tabletop pinball on sale for $200. This was originally $449.95. I've been eyeing this. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to buy one for my parents. Hell, I might just buy one for myself just so I can review it. And then the original Toy Shock in the 3/4 build or whatever, also $200 off. Believe it or not, these are like $6.99 here in Canada. Yikes. They're down to $4.99. If this was the original price of Toy Shock here in Canada, they would have sold extremely well. So if you're interested, it's out there for $499.95. It's basically, $400 cheaper than the Arcade1Up now at this point, and about $600, no, more. It's about $700 cheaper than the At Games Legends pinball. So if you're looking for a budget pinball option, Toy Shock will get the job done. So anyways, guys, I apologize. I just wanted to go through those. Those are the ones that I'm feeling the most FOMO for. Magnus RC says, I got a Toy Shock for $199 at the Brick. Let me know what you think of it, Magnus. Have you started playing with it yet? Are you happy with the tabletop pinball experience? P-Dubs Arcade Loft says, blasphemy, Class of 81 is the bomb. I know it's the bomb. I know it's an awesome cabinet, playing online leaderboards. I get that. I just don't like the art. JD Brunswick says, I think they'll do a Blitz Pro later with Hit the Ice. Taking my chance and waiting. I don't think we'll get a Blitz Pro. I think we'll get a Blitz XL. The XL right now seems to be dedicated towards sports and bar type games, and Blitz definitely fits that category a lot. Toy Shock still $549 in the US at Walmart. No American love. That's crazy. Hang tough, Cheesy B. F Risers. I know, Charlie Chuck. F Risers. MG, MichaelBtheGameGenie. Do you go mummering at Christmas? No, I don't go mummering, but I do got a funny story for you. So when I was a kid, I actually hated mummers when I was a kid, because when I was a child, one Christmas, we got like all the Mask toys. You guys remember Mask? Masked invaders working overtime. Oh my god, I missed 4 super chats, LOL God. I'm going to have to go back and find them. Anyways, quick on the mummer story. So, excuse me, I I got all these mask toys for Christmas, and one of my favorite ones was the bad guy's helicopter. And so one night after we got them, I think it was like Christmas night, we're sitting down, and these mummers show up, and they're loaded drunk. They all come in, and this guy stomped on my mask helicopter and destroyed it. And, Santa never replaced it, so my favorite Christmas toy that year got destroyed right away. All right, guys, I apologize. I'm going to go up and find the super chats. Writes Retrocade. I just picked up Attack from Mars Pinball from the Brick. I can't remotely reach any of the high scores. Is this a skill level thing, or are those scores unrealistic? They're not unrealistic. It does take some time to get used to, but Writes Retrocade, you might want to go online and try to find, there was a patch for all the Arcade1Up pinballs, especially with Whitewater. Whitewater is almost unplayable before the patch, so go out there, check out to see if you can get the patch. You'll have a much better experience when you do the patch, and thank you very much for the $6.99 super chat, brother. Then we got a Guyaraga 88. Buy yourself Campbell's soup. Get better, man. Thank you very much for the $1.99 super chat, brother. I appreciate it. All right, let's see what else I missed. Oh my God, Smomoto, $10 super chat. I am so sorry, brother. Hey, Mike, out here on the west coast of Vancouver. Just wanted you to know I'm a new pinball addict. Picking up my first 2 pins this weekend. Johnny Mnemonic and T2 Alien LVM pre-order. Get back on the train. Oh, Smomoto, you lucky son of a gun. I've never played Johnny Mnemonic. I've heard it's actually a pretty good pinball table, and T2 is incredible. So, good job, man, and thank you so much for the super chat. And Jason M, another $10 super chat. Just a little something to pick up your day. Thanks for streaming tonight. Feel better soon, bro. Thank you very much, Jason. Super appreciate it, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Want to make sure I didn't miss anything else, guys. I'm sorry. I use, when people use StreamYards, the super chat actually pops up on the screen, but I've been trying to do something a little different. I try to stream through OBS directly, and it just never comes up. Maiden Canada goes, LOL, that's Cleveland Guardians. Stanzy says that's a Cleveland hat, not a Canada hat. That is, that's a Cleveland Guardians hat. I grew up Cleveland fan. Yeah, I don't know if you can say the team name anymore, but an Indians fan before they changed the name. And, it was because of the movie Major League. Obviously, I've got a Wild Thing Rick Vaughn jersey down in my basement somewhere. I love the Indians, have for years. It's one of the hardest teams to follow in my lifetime since I've been a fan. I've watched them lose the World Series to the Atlanta Braves and then lose 2 more goddamn World Series at Game 7 in extra innings. Like, how heartbreaking is that? This team hasn't won in my lifetime, and I've watched them get to Game 7 twice in extra innings and lose to the Florida Marlins and to the Chicago Cubs, and it's heartbreaking. Now the name's changed. I'm hoping the luck's going to change too, and we can finally get Cleveland a World Series. Long and Low knows I think that's one of the other reasons I love the movie too. I'm a big wrestling fan, and we all remember Bob Uecker from WrestleMania 3 and WrestleMania 4. He was such a big part, and seeing Bob Uecker in Major League automatically made me fall in love with the movie. Just a bit outside. Oh, Clevelandians. Oh, get out of town. I bet Mitch Williams was the inspiration for Wild Thing. Try being a Mariners fan. We're just getting good again after 20 friggin' years. I know. No, I'm not watching the World Cup. I'm not a soccer guy, MG. I'm sorry, brother. All right. So anyways, guys, I'll ask you the question. What do you guys think about NFL Blitz at $5.99? It actually works out to $4.49 US. Am I nuts? Like, is it worth the risk to jump on this now and pick it up for $5.99 while it's on sale with the hope that the online's going to come soon? Or do I just skip it and say, screw it? I'm out of room in my arcade. I don't even know where it would go. It's a 4-player cab, so I would either have to get rid of one of my 4-player cabs that I currently have, or I would have to get rid of two regular cabs. And I don't really want to lose anything from my arcade right now. On my 4-player cabs, I have Golden Axe, I have the original TMNT with the new light-up marquee from Arcade1Up. I've got The Simpsons, and I've got X-Men, and I love all those cabs, and I play it all the time. So I don't know. MG says, yes, you're nuts. I see a lot of people saying the right thing here and something that I agree with. Skip it. Wait for XL. Guys, I think you're right. Prince Vinny 007 Blitz needs to be $3.99. Well, technically it is $3.99 as long as you're talking about US prices. It's actually $4.49. That's what the conversion works out to. Smomoto says, if I knew for sure online was coming next week, as rumored, yes, I buy it tomorrow, as I doubt it goes lower price in Canada for quite a while. And see, that's what's killing me, because I talked about, it's funny, because I talked about both Marvel vs. Capcom and NFL Blitz, and I said, you know what, I'm not going to pick up either of these cabs, even though I sold my X-Men vs. Street Fighter, unless they go on sale. But I didn't think sale price would come anytime soon. I knew with the Marvel vs. Capcom, it might be a little bit tougher because apparently there was limited quantity compared to Blitz. So I didn't think that would be possible. Then that crazy sale came up from the Bay where you typed in Bay Days on when you were purchasing and you saved $160. So I ended up jumping on Marvel vs. Capcom early. And then I definitely didn't expect for Blitz to turn around and be $200 off. So, Sterling Hall, who just bought an NFL Blitz, the only reason not to buy it 600 Canadian would be if they release an XL. Yeah, that's the tough one. Hey, bought myself my first Replicate Missile Command. My buddy, the Tech Buzz, released his unboxing and review today. I actually have Missile Command as well. It's my first Replicate as well. I still haven't done my unboxing and review. Hopefully I'm going to get to that this week. I still got a bunch of stuff lined up for reviews, and where I'm sick, I haven't been able to get to them, but the plan right now is I've got the Sega Genesis Mini 2. That's the next review. After that is the Missile Command Replicate, and then I got to do my Dragon's Lair Arcade1Up, and then I've got the GRS Build-A-Cade, and that'll be after that. Rainwater Game says Blitz will have a Super Bowl sale for $2.99. Jeez, I don't know, man. That's pretty soon. I can see it going $2.99 if they're in trouble and they still don't have online by the time the Super Bowl shows up. It was a great review, Tim's Basement Arcade says. I bought MVC2. It's okay, but I wish it was a Pro XL. I'm out of room, so no more machines unless they're an XL. I'm 6'3" and going back. Rights Retrocade, that's exactly how I felt, too. I felt dirty after I bought it because it's been the first 3-quarter arcade I've bought myself since I got my 2XL cabinets from Arcade1Up. So since I've got Golden Tee 3D and NBA Jam, and I said, you know what, I'm going to go XL and Pro going forward. And then I got the 3-quarter cab, and I was putting it together, and I was like, it's really cool, like the build and everything, but I wish it was an XL. So yeah, that plays into this too. I feel like everything I purchase now, I'm going to regret the fact that it's not an XL or a Pro. Mike Hockhart says, I feel like all Replicate should have an HDMI out. Not sure why they skipped that feature on Missile Command. Not sure either. Sterling, looking forward to your Dragon's Lair review. I got mine back in September. I love it. I love it too. Build-wise, it's really cool to look at. But Sterling, have you noticed the deck is a little bit shorter? And I mean that in both ways. Like, the width is really small on the deck to accommodate the screen angle, I guess. But also, it's a lot lower than other arcades, so I find it a little awkward sitting on a stool playing it. Biggie D's Arcade says, do you like those screens on the XLs? No, I do not. I'm really hoping they don't use those going forward. Those screens are absolutely ass. Lucky enough, the NBA Jam is a better experience than Golden Tee because NBA Jam is on less of a slant, so it's more like the Mortal Kombat 30th, so as long as it's in the corner on the right side, you're looking at it from this angle, everything looks good. But once you get back from distances and on the left side, or on the right side, left side of the cabinet, right side looking at it, that's when you start to notice that discoloration. I just wish they never ever used those monitors. I don't have any problem with it. Anthony Correa, any issues with the T2 cabinet? So you're thinking about getting T2. That's actually a good purchase at $299. Me personally, I did a review on it. You can go check out my review. I'm a big fan of T2. However, keep in mind that there are some emulation issues at certain points in the game, like later on. Sounds happen at points where they shouldn't happen. I didn't notice it, but then again, I'm not a hardcore, fan of the arcade, so I don't remember every section. So it's not a big deal to me. If it's going to be a big deal to you, it'll bother you, so keep that in mind. The other thing I don't necessarily love about it, it looks like the picture is a little bit, they use a softening filter on it, and that drives me nuts. I like sharp pixels. Softening filters should never be the standard. Any filter should never be the standard. Regular should be the standard. And then any other screen filtering option should be something you can turn on and off in the option menu. Sterling Hall says, yes, I did notice the deck was low. I built mine on 2-inch riser for most of my cabs. Yeah, that's what it needs. It needs another couple of inches. So this is one of those ones to buy stuff. Riser boosters would help with big time. Mike Hockhurt says, I would stay clear of the Infinity game table unless there are deep discounts. That seems to be a forgotten product. No, actually, I recently picked up an Infinity game table. They went the 24-inch one went on clearance here in Canada, and I actually really like it. Me and my daughter play Monopoly all the time. There's a memory game on it that she is just a whiz at. I played chess against my father-in-law. I'm actually having a lot of fun with my Infinity game table. And they're still releasing new games for it. Hopefully it's something that becomes something, but we'll see. Koja Jangle says, T2 also plays at a slower frame rate, and the music plays at 50% speed. Arcade1Up won't fix it. I have no idea. Again, like I said, I haven't noticed that, but there's other people that are more experts with the original arcade, so it's best to talk to them. Oh, Nooner, I don't know about in the U.S., but I will tell you, I heard a rumor the 32-inch Infinity table may go on sale here for actual Black Friday here in Canada, so anybody waiting out that $1,000 32-inch Infinity table, there might be a sale coming Black Friday at the Brick. Keep an eye out. Rice Retrocade with a $2.79 super chat. Will home arcade survive the looming recession? That's a good question, man, because it is starting to get scary. Everything costs so much right now. People are terrified about their jobs, about debt, so people are cutting back on expenses. I don't know if home arcade will survive the looming recession. I will tell you that it didn't help that the prices have gone crazy within the last 2 years. Maybe some of that is real. I don't know, but everything has gone up to the point where I just laugh when I see this stuff coming out now. We've got regular Arcade1Up cabinets coming out for $700 US, $800 US, 3/4 scale Arcade1Ups. I mean, I'm probably not gonna buy those here in Canada. I can't spend $1,000 Canadian on just a 3/4 scale cab, especially now that I got the bug for the XLs and Pros, and even. New Wave Toys just released their Space Invaders cabinet. I mean, that's popped up to $300 US for the standard Space Invaders, toy. My God, we were playing Arcade1Up 4-foot arcades for a little while ago. Here, you can buy a Terminator 2 or a Ridge Racer for $300. You're telling me that you're going to spend the same money on a Space Invaders desk shit cabinet? I mean, it's a tough one, right? So, will home arcades survive the looming recession? It depends, man. They're going to have to come out with a good product at a better price point, and I don't know if they can do that. I hope they can. We'll see. That's going to be the big one. I think most of the people buying these aren't your regular average Joes. A lot of people are people with excess cash to burn, but maybe they won't be as much, so we'll see. 1 second, guys. My nose is just driving me nuts here. Tim's Basement Arcade with a $2 super chat. Is it true Mystery Encoder is working on a T2 hack? That's been the rumor for a while now, and people are just patiently waiting for something to come out, because if there is some kind of hack in the future, $2.99 for that cabinet and then being able to add your own games to it, holy shit, that would be quite the deal for a cool art designed light gun multicade that you can have in your home arcade. So that'd be a really cool deal. A lot of people are future betting on that. We'll wait and see. Thank you again for the super chat. Oh, it's Hollywood Polo here. What's going on, Hollywood Polo? Will you be watching more AEW now that MJF is the world champ? It doesn't impact my watching more positively or negatively. I will say what happened with the backstage stuff with Punk and the Elite has made me a little gun-shy about AEW. I mean, everything was so good, and it was getting really, really, really good, and there were so many opportunities, and the backstage fighting and the attitudes and all that stuff have just kind of soured me a little bit, just a little bit, but I still love the product. I think that it's the best wrestling on TV today, so I'm still going to be watching AEW, but I am a little sad that we lost out on an opportunity for what could have been something really special with Punk, and just sucks. Everybody's to blame on that one. Yoga Flame or Hadouken? Me personally, I would definitely go with Hadouken. I think the Hadouken's better looking, and I love the fact they went with the Super Street Fighter 2 art. Incredible. AEW has become horrible with horrible booking. MJF is becoming a one-trick pony. Maybe. I don't know. My problem with AEW is it's like, I don't know. Like, they can't. They have all this talent and they don't know how to use them. Like Miro and FTR, you're not doing anything with them. What in God's name could be more important than doing something with Miro and FTR? How are FTR not on the pay-per-view? You want high-quality matches. How do you not put FTR on the pay-per-view? Jesus Christ. Mike Hawkhurts, I'm not 100% sure Triple H actually has a creative spot in WWE. You look at Raw tonight, Mia Kim has a new name, and also they did Johnny Gargano versus Omos. I am very concerned about WWE. I don't think it's as good as everybody thinks it is. Miro is still there, believe it or not. Oh, AEW's dropped the ball a million times. Like, how in God's name did they not sign Will Ospreay? Like, when Will Ospreay was there having matches with Dax Harwood, with the Elite, and, oh my God, I was in love with AEW. It was so fun to tune in every week. Yeah, it's just disappointing. AEW has a bloated roster, too many stables. I agree with that. Building Ridge Racer while listening. Papa Brad, did you get your Ridge Racer for $2.99? If you did, it's a hell of a cab, man. I think you will enjoy it. A lot of fun stuff with it. Be careful on the pedals. They're still really cheap. I don't think we're going to see the Star Wars re-release this year, Sony 4K. I think we're actually going to have to wait until next year. I don't think they got it done in time. If it's not announced by now, I can't imagine that we're going to get a late November announcement and then it'll be out to consumers before the end of the year. So I think that's going to be a CES announcement, and hopefully the wait, because what I heard was originally they were just going to re-release it. Hopefully the wait is they're actually going to announce it at CES, and it's going to have some kind of online leaderboards and component. That'd be incredible. AEW won't steal Ospreay from New Japan Pro Wrestling. They had the good relationship going. Yeah, I will tell you, I'm so excited when I saw Kenny Omega is going back to New Japan Pro Wrestling to have a one-on-one match with Ospreay. That is, I need that in my life right now. I swear AEW probably has Vince Russo in the back writing all this stuff. Man, Prince Malcolm, you really don't like AEW. Wow, you completely turned against it. Star Wars re-release price, $5.99. That's my guess. Yeah, Terry Galloway says, gotta say I purchased T2 months back at $3.50, had to buy a backup for $2.99 just in case. It was well worth it. Kiddos love it. That's great, man. Chris, I wish that was accurate about track and field, but unfortunately it looks like track and field isn't coming out, brother. Sucks. Talk right now is we might see Sasha Banks in New Japan Pro Wrestling very soon. That'd be interesting. I heard the only changes to Star Wars is different team holding black and coin doors. Yeah, I heard the same thing. Yeah, WWF WrestleFest is one of the rumored Arcade1Up cabs coming out this year. Of course, it would have to be modified immensely, and it's only going to be 2 games, but woo. Goofyfoot says, I guess it's just me and P-Dubs holding out on Arcade1Up purchases. We all don't have to take a line in the sand because someone else does. That's not how it works. MK4, Street Fighter 3. I don't know if I want either. I don't understand why Arcade1Up hasn't done both of them already. Now, Street Fighter 3, I think they can already do. I just don't understand why they haven't done it. MK4, I think that's a little trickier. I think there's some emulation issues there, and especially if it's going to be online. But good question, 19K Fox. I think we'll see Street Fighter 3 first. And you know the answer to that, too. There's going to be a new Capcom Legacy coming up this year. We might see some Street Fighter 3 love finally, or maybe some Alpha love. Sockcade says, I'm holding out too. United we stand. Oh, yeah. The only good thing on AEW was Jade Cargill's Chitara outfit. I don't disagree with that. She's a beautiful woman, man. I found it so strange because the wrestlers, like, you know, they don't wear thongs in the ring usually unless they're wearing pants. And I couldn't tell if she was wearing some kind of nylons underneath or if she was wearing, like, body paint, because, like, that was a thong, and, like, I was like, bad things could happen here with her outfit, but that Chitara outfit was really cool. I saw her ask on Twitter, like, a week before the pay-per-view, she put up a picture of Chitara, and she goes, does anybody know who this is? So, really cool inspiration. Thundercats, ho, Sword of Sauron, give me sight beyond sight. So, very cool. Sterling Hall says, I don't understand why they haven't done Qbert yet. Me and you both, Sterling. Jesus Christ, me and you both. You're an arcade company who doesn't think you can sell Qbert. I don't know about that. Oh, guys, I'm dying here. I'm so mad at myself. I'm going to see if I can bring up the tweet here now, guys, to show you. This is my own goddamn fault. So, let me just pull this up. My own damn fault. Should have known. Yeah, here it is right here. So let me just bring this up and show you why I'm sick tonight. It's my own damn fault. I don't want to get too excited, but I think I may be finally turning a corner with this recovery from COVID and whatever the hell else I've had this past month. Then, of course, you've got the Back to the Future gif showing the remarkable recovery. And I jinxed myself. And I was still super sick tonight. So, Jesus. Anyways, guys, I don't have a lot to share with you for that. It's been tough. I've been sick, but it's also been tough because my wallet's been sick and I've been wanting to spend money this week, whether it be the Toy Shock tabletop pinball for $199, just a weird curiosity of trying it out, maybe giving it to my parents, maybe just buying it to review. That's been pulling at me, but I've managed to stay strong. And also, of course, that Yoga Flame deal, and then the NFL Blitz being the big one. But so far, like in the movie Tombstone, Wyatt, I'm an oak, I'm an oak. Yes, an oak indeed. So I haven't bought anything yet. I've got to make up my mind by Wednesday, I guess, for Blitz. And that's the one I'm really pulling my hair on whether or not I'm going to get. Do I get Blitz or do I get nothing? So I don't know. I know I don't have the room for it. Like, I am completely packed, but that's such a good sale so early, and that's what gives me more FOMO than anything else. It's the sale prices and missing out on the sale. So, I don't know. We'll see. More than likely next week, when I turn this on, it'll be, hey guys, I caved and bought Blitz. We'll see. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Sorry for taking up so much of your time. Sorry I wasn't feeling better. Sorry my voice sounded bad and I've been all stuffed up. Hopefully it was still a fun show, and thanks for hanging out with me for a little while. Anyways, guys, have a great Monday. This has been Chill and Chat with Michael B.